Hi, today we're going to take a look at piecewise functions. Piecewise just means we have multiple lines. We're going to put them on one graph together. We're going to only keep part of the line again and get rid of the other half. So we see this as, we read this as g of x. Sometimes you might see it as f of x, but basically what that means is y equals. And if I break out the rest of that, the top half of this problem, y equals negative 2x minus 3. We got a line here. Let's graph that line. So y equals mx plus b. Drop down to the y-intercept, negative 3. We're going to go move using a slope of down 2 to the right 1. I'm off my graph, but that's okay. I can go in the reverse. I can go up 2, back 1, up 2, back 1. And we get a line that should look a little better than that. Now we go back to this thing at the end. We call these constraints. This is the part that tells us which part of this line we keep and where. So it's a 0. So let's pretend that we make a little wall at 0. We're either going to keep the right side or we're going to keep the left side. The rest of this inequality is going to tell us that. So x is less than 0. I only want to keep the line that is less than 0. If this is 0, our less than numbers are going to be in our negative. So everything in that positive, goodbye. At that wall, we're going to have either an open circle or a closed circle. So because there's no equal sign, we have an open circle there. All right, there's half our problem. On to the second half. We're now looking at that part. G of x, which is the same thing as saying y equals x squared minus 1. Because we have an exponent of 2, that means we have a parabola. So we know it's going to have that U-shaped graph. And using our rules of transformation when our problem's written in vertex form, we know that this 1 is going to shift our parabola down 1 unit. So if I can just make my regular parent function u and just shift that whole thing down. And I get something like that. We have a wall. Where is our wall? Looking at our constraint, we're at 0. So again, little wall there. We're going to keep either the right side or the left side. We keep the side that is larger than 0. Which side's larger than 0? Everything on the right here. So all of this, goodbye. At the wall, I need to draw either an open circle or a closed circle. In this case, we're going to have a closed circle. Why? Because there's an equal sign under there. And I really technically don't even need these walls. Those are there just kind of as guidance. But here you have an awkward looking graph, blue line, pink line, two different looking things all in one, and put them together, you get a piecewise graph, piecewise function.